The purpose of this video is to help you be able to make a graph in Google Sheets using multiple sets of data. So when you open the assignment in Google Classroom, make sure that over here in the student view will be a tab to open the actual assignment. So you'll click on it so that it opens the assignment, and then scroll down and open your water quality data sheet. When this opens, it should have 3 tabs at the bottom that show the surface water data that was collected, bottom water, and tap water that was collected. So we're going to add a new sheet, so click on this plus sign, and then double click in the center of the new sheet tab so that you can rename it Solubility. Solubility graph. All right, once you've retitled the tab, click in the sheet itself, go to the top to insert, click on that, come down and select chart. It's going to open a chart generator over here to the side, and the chart's not going to have any data in it yet because we haven't selected the data. So under chart type, click on the down delta and scroll down and select scatter plot. That's the type of chart we want. Next, in the range, data range category, click on the little grid, and you can move this window so that it's not in your way. And your first set of data is going to come from the surface water tab, so select that. Starting with cell B2, the title that says temperature C, highlight across to C2, dissolved oxygen from the surface water, and then go all the way down to your very last data point. You should have far more than 16 data points. Once you've done that, click OK, and you should see the title of your data range appear. We want to add more data, so we're going to click the Select Data Range grid again. This time, we're going to click Add Another Range. Move this over out of your way. Select the tab for bottom water. Again, you're going to highlight B2 and C2 all the way down to your last set of data, and then click OK, and it should appear over here in your data range. Go ahead for a third time and open that again. Remember to add another range. Now we're going to add the tap water data that was collected, and you are going to highlight the title and all sets of data and click OK. So you should have all 3 sets there. Go back down to the tab that says Solubility Graph and click on the graph. Now nothing is there, nothing has quite populated yet. If you select over here under at the bottom where it says Use Row 1 as Header, it's going to populate all of that information. Well, there's some extra information that we don't need. It populated too much stuff, so we're going to edit under here where it says Series. We're going to delete the temperature because we don't want that additional set of data, so remove. And then there's another temperature that we're going to remove. And so this is what it should look like so far. And then we're going to go and customize and give our graph titles and make our graph look nicer. So under Customize and under Charts and Axis Titles, we're going to click on that. The menu, the first type is Chart Title. So let's title this Solubility of Dissolved Oxygen. And you can edit, you can see if you misspelled something, there's editing there. I always like my titles centered, so I'm going to change that to center. Then under type, we're going to title our x-axis. The horizontal axis title is our x-axis. We're going to call that temperature in Celsius. And I misspelled Celsius. Thank goodness for spell check. Next, we're going to change to our vertical axis, that's our y-axis, and that is going to be dissolved oxygen. And when you're titling an axis, you always want to include the units in the axis so that you know what was what the value represents or what that number represents. Okay, so we've given our graph a title, we've titled the x and y axis. We're going to come down here to where it says series, and we want to add a trend line. A trend line is like your line of best fit from math. This data is exponential, so we're going to click exponential, and it'll give us a line of best fit. And then we should be done. So your graph should have a line of best fit, it should have all of your data points. When you finish this, you're going to go back to your Google Classroom, and from the student view, it's going to say there's going to be a place where you can click done. And when you click done, it's going to ask if you want to submit your work, if you're happy with it, and it will submit that Google Sheet page that you were just on. Good luck. Happy graphing.